Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to the video. We got a double upload today, and it's utter chaos. Literally, the LA Valiant are committing mass destruction in the Overwatch League. They're setting players to other teams. They're buying players from other teams. It's going crazy. So today on Twitter, Slasher, obviously, Leak Boy, the man himself, coming out, letting us know everything that's going on inside of the Overwatch League, all of the leagues. He said these things on Twitter, starting off with this. In addition to the LA Valiant's expected trade of Unco to the Dallas Fuel, the team is also looking to transfer the contracts or trade Envy, Silk Thread, and Grim Reality. Sources said, this is to free up roster spots and again, due to personality clashes, soon likely to stay. So this was just one of the many tweets from Slasher today, guys. We're going to get all into this news. I'm going to talk about who the Los Angeles Valiant have picked up, who they are trading, and just overall, what the hell are they doing? What is the direction of this team that they're going in now? It's honestly just insane. So if you guys are excited to watch this video, please do subscribe to the channel. I upload content like this every single day. I keep you guys updated on all news, trades, signings, predictions, just anything to do with the Overwatch League, guys. This is your channel. Also, slap a like on it, guys. Let's get this video to 3K likes coming very soon. I'm telling you, massive giveaway is coming. Every one of you is going to have a great shot at winning something. So subscribe to the channel and stay tuned. Now let's hop into this video. So I already read the first tweet to you guys. LA Valiant, they're expected to trade Unco to the Dallas Fuel and get Custa back. But in addition to that, it looks like they are now trying to trade Envy, Silk Thread, and Grim Reality to free up roster spots due to personality clashes, which is pretty crazy. Is the turmoil inside this team that bad? You have to go and trade half your team away? Like, Envy is a great player. I've been saying all season long, he is one of the best divas in the league, if not the best. Like, I actually think he's that good. It literally blows my mind that they would want to trade this player away. Let's take a look at some of his stats, actually. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at those stats I was talking about on Winston's Lab. Here I have all the divas in the league with 20,000 seconds played, so it's only going to show really the hard diva mains in the league. And we have it selected under time right now. Mako, he's the most played time on it with 18 hours and 36 minutes. Actually, really a lot. But anyways, Envy, he's the second most played diva. But time, not really doesn't matter. So let's move on to rating. Number 1 rating in the league is tied with Fury, actually, which is pretty crazy. But 1,137 rating for Envy. Moving on to fight win percentage. Envy sitting up there at top 6. Not too bad. Of course, it's kind of a skewed number because it really depends on how good your team is, as well as win rate. Obviously, the players on the good teams, they have higher in these statistics. Now let's look at percentage of teams kills. Envy, second at 21%, only under MG. So this means he's one of the best players in the league at getting kills. Moving on to kills per 10 minutes. Envy, number 1. And he's a lot higher than everybody else. Really, besides Zunba, everybody else is sitting in the 6s. Now we move on to deaths. If he gets a lot of kills, he probably dies a lot then, right? No, not really. He's only sitting in 5th place in deaths. Not bad. Look at KD now. KD top 3, only behind Fury and Huyal. So overall, he's pretty much high in every statistic. Up there with Mako, Fury, Huyal, who are on the best teams in the league who hardly lose. And Envy's sitting over here with a team that loses 50% of the time. So I definitely think it's fair to say, statistically, Envy is one of the strongest divas in the league. And you can really honestly just tell he's one of the best divas. If you just watch the LA Valiant's game and pay attention to him, he does so much for them. He's really good at pilling. He's really good at following up with Fate. It just seems like he is always in the position he needs to be at the right time. A lot of the times you can find diva players on certain teams and they're in a questionable position. They're going for a kill that maybe they shouldn't go for. Envy doesn't do that hardly ever. And I haven't even mentioned how good him and Fate are together. The synergy they've built over time is pretty incredible. Honestly, a big reason why the Los Angeles Valiant have even won games in this league is because of Envy and Fate. Sure, Soon has had some standout games as well, but Envy and Fate have carried this team. They have literally drugged them to the finish line multiple times. So going back to this personality clashes on the team, is Envy one of the guys who has a terrible attitude? I just don't see the reasoning for breaking up Fate and Envy. It's not logical at all. Envy and Fate definitely aren't clashing. So very interestingly enough, Fate and Envy both tweeted about this. Let's go ahead and take a look at what Fate said to Slasher. By the way, Kareev is going to Shanghai Dragons too. I thought you know everything. Go to your friend and ask right now. Leak Boy. Like, what is going on? The Los Angeles Valiant are slowly turning into the Dallas Fuel, I swear to God. Now here's Envy's response. He said, "Oh really? Question mark, interesting." So honestly, I don't really know what these responses mean. Envy and Fate clearly are close. I don't see any reason why they would be broken up. So basically, my point is the only reason the LA Valiant would need or want to trade Envy is because he is clashing with other players on the team. But I would imagine that if Envy was clashing with other players on the team, Fate would also be agreeing with Envy and clashing with those players as well. So you would have to get rid of Envy and Fate, or keep them both and get rid of the other clashing party. Like, it straight up would not make sense to just drop Envy, get rid of him, and keep Fate. Like, it's a duo. They either stay together or they go together. If anything, they should be traded in a blockbuster deal. If personality clashes are really a problem, I would trade Fate and Envy for some really good players in the league if this is the route you want to go. It just doesn't make sense to split him up from Fate. So that's how I feel about this situation. Now let's go ahead and talk about Silk Thread and Grim Reality. I could understand why they'd want to trade these guys. Silk Thread, Agilities, they're very similar players, and if you need something on the team, then yeah, it would make sense to trade one of them. And I would probably choose Silk Thread to be the one traded. Agilities has shown he has a lot of potential. He's very young, and he is nowhere near his peak yet. He also seems to take criticism and pressure pretty well. His team, they drilled him. It was clear in the Inside LA Valiant's videos that they put out, he gets drilled. And it was clear that he performed very well after that too. Sure, he didn't have the best match against the Philadelphia Fusion or New York Excelsior in their last week, but prior to that, he performed pretty well about 3 matches in a row. So it definitely makes sense that you want to keep him and mold him. Now, as for Grim Reality, honestly, he's kind of just a bonus in this trade. If you want to get Envy and Silk Thread, or Envy or Silk Thread, we also have Grim Reality to throw in an extra DPS player for your bench, in-house scrims, something like that, just so they can get something juicier back. Because if they want to trade Silk Thread for somebody else in the league, they're probably not going to be able to get anybody who is starter potential. No offense to Silk Thread, he is a pretty decent player, but he hasn't proved that he is that star that you want on your team to carry you. Now, if you throw Grim Reality in there, it's like, here, you get, a pretty decent player in Silk Thread, somebody that is starter potential if you want to mold him, and then Grim Reality behind, the extra DPS slot. You might be able to get a decent starter out of that. It just really depends who you're talking to and who you want to trade him for. So there are just a lot of variables with these tweets. I don't know what the Los Angeles Valiant are doing, what direction they're heading in. Why break up Fate and Envy? That's the biggest question for me. Sure, you can get rid of Silk Thread and Grim Reality, but you're probably not going to get anything good for them. Maybe that's why they threw Envy in. I really don't know. And this next tweet and leak that came out from Slasher really even just screwed this up more. He said this: Seoul Dynasty's Bunny is expected to be sold to the LA Valiant, sources said. The Valiant were looking for a Korean tracer to replace the other DPS that they have put up for sale / trade on the market. In a follow-up tweet, Slasher said this: Bunny has removed Seoul Dynasty imagery from his official Facebook and Instagram, which now reads LA Valiant Bunny. So it seems like the Los Angeles Valiant have bought out Bunny from Seoul Dynasty. So first of all, this seems like Seoul Dynasty has committed fully toward Munchkin. He will be their one and only full-time Tracer player, which I think was the right move for Seoul Dynasty. It made sense for them to free up space, get rid of Bunny. They weren't really playing him. Munchkin, I think we all know he proved he was the better Tracer. Now, this doesn't mean Bunny's not a great Tracer. He is pretty good. He had some decent performances in Stage 1, and prior to that, he was also a good Tracer when he was on BK Stars, when he competed in the Apex seasons. So this still is a good pickup for the LA Valiant, and it really makes things interesting for them because they just went and picked up Bunny, somebody who has strictly played Tracer in the Overwatch League, and throughout his career strictly only played Tracer. And who's their other star DPS player? Soon, who has strictly only played Tracer besides a little bit of Widowmaker here and there in Stage 1, and throughout his career only played Tracer. And according to Slasher's tweet prior to this one, Soon is staying, more than likely. But 2 days ago when Slasher tweeted, he did say that they were looking to trade or get rid of Soon in order to get a Korean Tracer. So Slasher is kind of contradicting himself in these tweets, which isn't his fault. Obviously things can change on a dime when it comes to trade talks and these teams engaging in offers. Nothing is official until it's actually official and signed off. So from the 2 hours between the initial tweet about Envy, Silk Thread, Grim Reality being traded and them likely keeping Soon, to when the Bunny announcement was made, there could have been a complete 180 change and they were getting rid of Soon. Now they're going with the Korean Tracer, a full Korean roster. It can all happen so fast. So it's probably safe to assume now that Bunny is on the team. They might be trying to trade Soon for something or at least sell him. With the addition of Bunny, they now have 4 Korean players on the roster: Fate, Envy, Bunny, and Kareev. And now with Silk Thread, Grim Reality likely out of the picture, maybe Soon as well, that opens up 3 slots for them to go pick up more Koreans. They would need a flex DPS player and a main support player to field an entire 6-man roster full of Korean players. And that also contradicts what Noah said in an interview, I think about a week ago, saying, oh no, we're definitely not going to go full Korean. We're probably going to lean more towards Western players. Trust me, guys, I'm not going to do that. And I mean, I don't know. We can still trust his word. But as I said, things, they change on a dime when it comes to trading and engaging in talks with other teams. It happens so fast, especially when the trade deadline is in 5 days. I just really want to know what this team is going to do as soon now. Is he going to stay? Is he going to go? If he is going to go, then why would they get rid of Envy? It doesn't seem like they'll get rid of Envy. It's either Soon or Envy goes, in my opinion. Especially if uNKO's already gone. There's no point in keeping Soon over Envy, because you can have the existing synergy with Fate and Envy, plus they're Korean. They'll mesh with the new Korean player. So honestly, guys, I think Soon is going to go somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where. Something that does come to my mind and could potentially happen is a trade with Philadelphia Fusion. Maybe the Philadelphia Fusion would be willing to trade over Shadowburn in return for like Soon, Silk Thread, and Grim Reality, or, you know, some type of combination. Maybe even Agilities and Soon for Shadowburn. This would obviously be absolutely crazy, and I'm clearly speculating, but this type of trade would make sense. The LA Valiant do need a projectile player. Sure, he is a Western player, but Shadowburn has played with Koreans. He's played with Carpe a long time. He's also a player that doesn't talk or communicate too much, so he wouldn't affect the comms that much. It could be a good fit. Of course, that is obviously a long shot, more than likely not going to happen, but I am pretty positive now Soon is going to go, and Envy is 100% going to stay. And this just in, guys, as I was editing this video, it was basically done. I got a message on Twitter from one of our viewers linking me a clip of Agilities talking on his stream. Shout out to my boy @DenialTwitch on Twitter for PMing me this clip, guys. It seems like there is no more sister team. Agilities just confirmed it. The Los Angeles Valiant sister team is dead. Let's just go ahead and play the clip. You guys hear it from Agilities' mouth himself.
Hey, thank you for ordering them, MKINGmykL. But Agility? No, I'm not in the sister team. There's no sister team anymore.
So this completely confirms Slasher tweets about them wanting to trade Silk Thread, trade Grim Realities. So I am almost even more certain that these tweets from Slasher are all 100% correct. There's no reason to doubt them. Again, thank you for that clip. Hey, guys, follow me on Twitter. If you ever find any information, message it to me on Twitter. And if I'm ever editing a video and you send me something important like this, I'll give you a shout out. Oh, and real quick, guys, hallelujah! Yes, the LA Valiant sister team is dead. Thank God, that should have never started. What a horrible idea, by the way. Like, what the hell were they thinking? Who in their right mind said, oh yeah, it's a great idea, let's make a sister team and completely alienate them from our Overwatch League team? And then who the hell responded with that saying, oh yeah, great idea, let's do it, pull the trigger. Oh yeah, and while we're at it, man, what do you think about this? Inside the LA Valiant, new drama series, Overwatch League team unleashed. Oh yeah, man, let's go. Alright, I probably just sounded dumb as hell right there, but seriously, who thought those were good ideas? I said it in a video about 2 weeks ago for the LA Valiant. They need to just drop these players, sell them, trade them, do something with them. Don't kick them off to the side in this sister team that is absolutely not involved in the Overwatch League team at all. Made zero sense, so thank God it's dead. And this just in, guys, that tweet that I mentioned Fate made earlier about Slasher, where he seemed a little bit salty, kind of mocked him and called Slasher Leak Boy. That tweet was deleted by Fate, so we're not actually going to have a screenshot of it. Unfortunately, I didn't take one when I was reading it. I was going to wait till the end of this video and I was editing to get it, but I just saw it was deleted, so I don't know what's going on. LA Valiant must have told him to get rid of it. This means Fate probably is up for trade. I don't know. Everything is a mess. I don't know what is going on. LA Valiant are literally just committing mass destruction on the league, on themselves. This team is going in a direction I do not know of. I don't know who is in control making these decisions. They're honestly the new Dallas Fuel. But one thing I do know, guys, there is 5 more days left to trade or pick up players in the Overwatch League. It's gonna get crazy. This is just the start of it. I'm super excited. I hope some crazy stuff goes down. Obviously, the LA Valiant aren't done. The Dallas Fuel probably aren't done. Seoul Dynasty, they'll probably look to pick somebody else up now since they got rid of Bunny. And just all over the league, there's definitely teams that want to fill in some spots. So I'm ready, guys. I'm sure you are too. And as soon as I hear about it, I will obviously make a video and inform you guys. And yeah, just LA Valiant, man. It's crazy. So yeah, guys, I don't know what more to talk about. I could go on and ramble for 2 hours. You guys probably don't want me to do that, though. I gave you most of the information I could. Thank you for watching. If you're new around here, please do consider subscribing to the channel. I upload content like this every day. If you're not subbed and you watch my videos every single day, what are you doing, man? It's so easy. Go click that button for me. Support my channel. I love all of you guys. Slap a like on it. Huge giveaway coming. I'm telling you, a huge giveaway. Stay tuned. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.